Welcome to Studio D on the campus of the University of Oklahoma. This is Sooner Sports Pad. And now, here's your host, Shiloh Sellers.
Hello and welcome to Sooner Sports Pad. I'm your host, Shiloh Sellers, and joining me tonight are my analysts, Spencer Royce and Christian Nunley. Who is making all this racket tonight?
Guys, joining us are over 30 students at Broken Arrow High School that are and Clinton High School, who are touring the Gaylord College. Hope they're having a good time.
Yep. And our athlete guest, you know him. He can shoot better than you can. OU men's basketball. Brady Manick is in the house. Give it up for him.
And Sooner Sports Pad Parker Thune introduces us to a duo you likely haven't thought of, but are the most reliable on the football team.
And a little bit later, Christian and I will battle on who we think the toughest game left on OU football schedule is the rest of the way.
Both men's and women's basketball teams are preparing to tip off their season. The men began last Tuesday in a dominant 89-76 exhibition win over Southeastern Oklahoma University. Newcomers Jalen Hill, Devion Harmon, Austin Reeves, and Victor Iwakor had impressive debuts. And speaking of debuts, women's basketball is having theirs with the exhibition matchup against Oklahoma City University that began at 7. The team is in good hands with star returners Honor Yanusa, Taylor Robertson, Maddie Williams, and Maddie Simpson. Guys, I know both of y'all are big basketball dudes. Tell me, what can I expect from these two teams going into the season?
You can expect a lot, as Spencer just said. Listen, this women's basketball team has the opportunity to turn a lot of heads.
Yep.
After an 8-22 season last year, the sky is the roof for this team. Yeah. They got an amazing core in Maddie Williams, Taylor Robertson, and Ani Yanusa. Maddie Williams started all but one game as a freshman, put up 11.6 points per game and 8 rebounds a game, standing at only 6 feet tall. She's a hoss. Taylor Robertson, just cash. 4-time Big 12 Freshman of the Week, shot a ridiculous 46% from beyond the three-point line. That is second in college basketball. Second. She made 3.5 3-points per game. 5th in college basketball. And last but most certainly not least, Ani Yanusa. This girl is the key to the Sooners' production. She is averaging 18 points per game last season. She is so good. And she's the missing link that they'll need and they're conquering for greatness next season, I promise.
Yeah, I expect a ton out of women's basketball. Obviously, you do too.
You should.
And I expect a ton out of men's basketball as well. This team has one of the best recruiting classes in all of college basketball. Jamal Bienemy, Christian Doolittle, and of course, Brady Manick, our guest, will return, but they'll spearhead this year with one of the most highly touted recruiting classes, as I mentioned. They have a combination of length and extreme athleticism that is spread throughout their lineup, and we know that our guest, Brady Manick, can do it at both ends of the court, but the lone senior on the team, Christian Doolittle, is poised to take another gigantic leap forward this year as well. He won the inaugural Big 12 Most Improved Player of the Year award last year while averaging 14 points and around 8 boards a game. Manick, Doolittle, the rest of this really talented OU team begin their season not tonight, but tomorrow night. And it's going to be a wild basketball season. Should be a lot of great things happening on the court. Men's and women's, it's going to be awesome.
Yeah. Whole new section for the Boom Squad, so students tune in and get out there to the Lloyd Noble Center. It's going to be a good thing from them.
After a bye week, Sooner fans can finally look forward to some Saturday night football when the Sooners host the Iowa State and a long-awaited 7 p.m. kickoff. Sooner Sports Pad's Kelsey Bickerstaff caught up with Kenneth Murray earlier today.
Kelsey Bickerstaff here with linebacker Kenneth Murray. Kenneth, you're one of 12 semifinalists for the Butkus Award. How exciting is that for you to be one step closer to being the 5th?
Yeah, it's definitely exciting. Obviously, you know, that's been my goal all season to win the Butkus Award, so to be named in semifinals, definitely exciting. Excited to just attack these last 4 games and really go out there and play our best ball and go out there and put my best foot forward.
It's finally championship November. What's the team's mentality going forward?
It's all or nothing, to be honest. So, you know, that's really our mentality, just, you know, backs against the wall and really going out there and, you know, putting our all into it and really going out there and playing our best ball these last 4 games and, you know, going into the Big 12 championship, doing what we need to do to, you know, play our best ball.
This weekend, Iowa State finally having a night game. Does that add like an extra excited mentality going in, finally being able to play under the lights?
Yeah, you know, being able to play under the lights here at home is definitely something that's big for us and definitely something that we're looking forward to. So I'm definitely excited about them and excited about our opponent too, Iowa State. You know, they're a great football team coming in here. So I'm excited about, you know, taking on a challenge and being able to, you know, play our best ball this Saturday.
Thanks, Kevin.
Now, we'll move back to the gridiron a little later, but for now, I want to know how Sooner soccer finished their season and how volleyball did up in Lawrence for their battle against the Jayhawks. And guys, catch me up.
You know, unfortunately, you hate to see any season end prematurely, and that's what felt like happened with the Sooner soccer team. They played Oklahoma State for the 3rd time. Unfortunately, they did fall 1-2 in a valiant effort. But Kaylee Dow throughout it all was dynamic. The Sooners finished the season just under 500 with a final record of 8-9-3. As is typical of any college squad going through conference play, it's tough. We know that. But as I said, Kaylee Dow was dynamic throughout it all. She put up 13 goals in the season, just 2 behind OU soccer star Whitney Palmer for the most in the season. As she departs the OU soccer team, she finishes 3rd all-time with 29 career goals. The Crimson and Cream will sorely miss this forward. Also, Coach Matt Potter has decided to step down. It has been a great 7 years in his career. And guys, we got to give a round of applause for all the things they've done. I mean, they deserve it. They deserve it. Spencer, what do you got?
Well, on a little bit of a lighter note, OU volleyball, last year they had a tough season, but this year they have been nothing short than, I might say, stupendous. They've been phenomenal. They've been amazing compared to what they were last year. They picked up their 2nd sweep in Big 12 play as they worked over Kansas Saturday afternoon in Lawrence, and this is the first time since 2011 that the Sooners have beaten the Jayhawks in both meetings in a single season. The Sooners put on a show, sitting 255 with 45 kills in the contest. Ashlyn Dunbar led the team with 13, while Paige Anderson and Sarah Moss each chipped in 10 of their own. Setter Kylie McLaughlin picked up a double-double, dishing out 37 assists while adding 10 digs. They have been great this year. They're now 7-3 in Big 12 play. But hold your horses, hold your horses. They got the ultimate test coming up at the end of this week. They play the top-ranked team in the Big 12, the Texas Longhorns. It's going to be a true test to see how great this volleyball team truly is. Yeah, Boo is right. And I think that they're up for it, and I think they can definitely win.
Doesn't sound like conference play is slowing them down at all.
Nope, working through it.
We have run out of time for now, but don't go anywhere. When we return, we'll be getting to know one of the stars on the men's basketball team. It takes a special type of football player to carve out a role on special teams. They must be willing to operate out of the limelight, devote to technique, and of course must keep their cool under pressure. Sooner Sports Pat's Parker Thune, got to catch up with 2 of those players.
Dallas.
Everyone knows Jalen Hurts, Kenneth Murray, C.D. Lamb, but how many could name the long snapper and holder? Meet Casey Keller and Connor McGinnis.
You guys are in a unique position. The casual fan doesn't really pay any attention to the 2 of you until the second you screw up. Do you ever feel that pressure at all?
It's something that we signed up for, something that we knew was going to happen when we decided to come here, decided to choose a position. I shouldn't mess up. It's part of my job not to mess up. So
you guys share a bond not only as specialists, but as walk-ons as well. Describe that dynamic to me. Does that increase the chemistry between you 2 at all?
It's already so hard to get here in the first place, and the fact that being able to get on the fields, being a walk-on, I mean, that's only the walk-ons really understand it.
Take me through a day of practice for a snapper and a holder. What does your regimen look like?
A lot of reps in a very, very little time. And after that, I mean, it's mostly drill work. What would you call it? Fun.
Well, you guys are obviously 2 of the best in college football at your respective positions, but we're going to really put your skills to the test today. So you ready for that?
Sure, absolutely.
Awesome. Let's make it happen. Football's large, a Rubik's Cube is very small. It's also a cube and not an oblong. I don't know, does a football really have a shape? It's like, it's a football shape. Oh, look at that. Ooh. Magic.
Here we go.
Either you guys gamers?
I'm an Xbox guy.
Xbox? Oh, well then. This might be a lot of your wheelhouse.
I'm a PS4 guy.
Oh, okay, so this is right up your alley.
Dallas.
Slow it down. God. All right, so you guys have snapped a Rubik's Cube. You've snapped a controller. You ready for the gauntlet?
The gauntlet? What are we talking about here?
You're about to find out. All right, gentlemen, dinner is served. You can chalk this up probably as the first time you've ever snapped a rotisserie chicken, huh?
I can put that on my my checklist, yeah.
Don't worry, we got a fresh towel for you guys to clean up once you're done here. But I mean, this is reasonably football shaped, right?
Yeah, I mean, Shouldn't be too bad, right?
The people at the supermarket gave me the option of either traditional or lemon pepper, and so I asked them, I was like, which one do you think would be better for snapping? And they figured traditional was the way to go.
That's the right call. I think that's the right way to go.
Oh yeah. The one that,
Is that, you thought it was tied together?
oh. Dallas.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Look at that.
Oh man,
That's perfect. That was a good snap.
one try. The laces out?
Laces were out.
Nice.
The spine was
The
out.
spine was out.
I'm here to win. I'm not here just to have fun.
I'm a perfectionist, so I like to get things done right.
We're here for one reason, and that's to win championships.
Not only is he a Larry Bird lookalike, but he is the 10th Sooner to shoot up over 700 points by his sophomore year. Help me welcome Brady Manning.
It's your third season now, playing for the Crimson and Cream. Where do you feel like your game has improved most since last season?
I think I spent just a lot of time in the weight room.
Get big.
Yeah, just working on the inside game, trying to post up, try to prove that I'm not just a shooter. Maybe put the ball on the floor a little bit more, bang around inside, get a few more rebounds. So just overall, just being stronger.
Okay.
Being stronger is never a bad thing. Now, obviously, you guys' recruiting class, great this incoming season, top 20 in the nation in a lot of polls. Now, what's the locker room kind of, I would say, vibe going into this year? Like, what are you guys feeling like you can accomplish this season?
I feel like we can accomplish anything. We got a really good young group of guys, Davion, Jalen, Victor, and we got a lot of new transfers like Alondis and Corbin, and we have Kerr coming back from last year. Austin Reeves could play this year. So I feel like it's just a really good group of guys. We're all getting along, and we're just having fun.
Love it. Love it.
So last game, you played against your older brother. What was that kind of like?
It was really cool. It was a lot of just really good for our family. A lot of people came out. It was good for him to see how many people actually cared, and they really came out and showed the love. Yeah.
Question for us?
Yes, I'm here with Ashley, and she's got a question for you.
When are you going to bring back the Larry Bird hairdo?
That's what everyone's been asking.
I don't know. It'll be a while. It was really hot, and I didn't like all the attention from all the ladies, so I had to calm down.
You gotta focus on basketball.
Exactly. You gotta focus on basketball.
Period.
Well, that's all we got for now. But don't go anywhere. When we come back, we're talking football. It doesn't get better than that.
Thanks to our cornerstone television partners, OU Medicine, Anheuser-Busch, OU Extended Campus, and our community partners, Landers Auto Group, Devon Energy, Coca-Cola, and OU Medicine.
Make sure to be paying attention because you will choose our winner at the end. Spencer was able to get his first win last time.
Yeah.
Let's see if he can do it again. Maybe Christian, maybe he'll.
Just gotta stay focused, you know?
I love watching y'all argue. So let's go ahead and get started. Face off number one. Who poses the toughest test left for the Sooners?
That's a good question. I really don't think there's any question who's going to be the toughest test for OU as they. I know. I'll give her an answer, too. I don't think there's going to be any question that it's going to be Baylor going through this championship November. They take on Baylor November 16th on the road. I'll tell you why it's going to be their toughest game for two reasons. We play Baylor on the road at McLean Stadium. Every game that OU plays in foreign territory is the most hostile environment that OU or that home team gives off throughout the entire season. Even from the big screen to the student section, everybody is cheering against OU. OU is just they're that good, and that's why. Second reason, Baylor has not lost yet. They are undefeated. Any team that's got a chip on their shoulder and hasn't lost a game is so hard to knock off. They are atop the Big 12, and they're playing like it. Charlie Brewer's only thrown 3 interceptions, a slew of touchdowns. I don't think that OU is going to have any trouble beating Baylor, but that is going to be their toughest competition in the rest of the season. I promise you.
Well, if they're not going to have any trouble, if they're not going to have any trouble beating them, I mean, I don't really know why they would be the toughest game.
Because Baylor's the best team they'll play throughout the rest of the season.
Sometimes you can throw out the record books and the amount of skill when it comes to the two teams that are going up against each other. And the last game of the year, we play a team that everyone's really familiar with, the Oklahoma State Cowboys. And I know that every game that they play against them is a wild one. Yeah, boo OSU. But anyway, all I know is last year we only won 48-47. The year before was a 62-52 thriller. That was Hollywood, Marquise Brown's coming out party. Now, you mentioned earlier the game is on the road. We're undefeated on the road this year. Our only loss is actually at home.
Kansas State?
Oh, my bad. Oh, my bad. But anyway, what I meant to say was, oh, you got me. The game is on the road in Stillwater, and the last time the College Football Committee will get to look at us is that week.
Yeah.
So it is the very last eye test that they will have until the Big 12 championship game, which we'll play a team we've probably already played against and won, hopefully, in that game. Yeah, Baylor, maybe. Who knows? But Lincoln Riley, Mike Gundy, they're a budding rivalry. Every game they've played has been tough. Yeah. I say throw out the record books. Doesn't matter how many losses OSU has. This game is going to be electric. Last game of the regular season.
Interesting first face-off. I'm here with Corbin, and he's got your next question.
Who is your NFL midseason MVP?
Listen, my guy balled out this past weekend.
Dangerous.
Took them over a win over the Buccaneers. It shouldn't have been a close game because they are the Buccaneers, but it was. And guess who came in clutch? Russell Wilson. That guy's been electric throughout the season.
Bucks.
He's getting better and better every year and better every game. Tying a career high last night, 5 touchdowns. This team is 7-2, 2 losses, one of the Ravens, one of the Saints, who are atop the NFC as the best teams. Russ's stats, wait a second, 2,000 yards, 17 touchdowns, 1 interception. He doesn't make mistakes. 22 touchdowns after yesterday. You're right. Good point. Listen, he's invaluable to the Seahawks' success and its most valuable player. Without Russell Wilson, I'm not sure where the Seahawks would be to get all their star guys the ball. And he's another key component. MVP, it's what your team finishes with, and I guarantee you that they might lose 4 or 5 games. Maybe.
They might. We don't know. But
I don't think so.
The MVP awards kind of just turn into like the best quarterback on a really good team award, and I think that's kind of bogus. What the voters need to look at is a player that's actually doing it all for his team. 70% of the team's total offense, maybe even more, runs through this guy. His name is Christian McCaffrey. He got snubbed for a Heisman a while back. He's been absolutely turning it on this year. He is second in the NFL at 881 yards. But he's only 13 yards behind the guy who's played a full more game than him. He also has 363 receiving yards, which is a lot better than a lot of wideouts in this league. He's accounted for 10 rushing touchdowns and has caught 3 more. And he's been the main reason why the Carolina Panthers have even kept their head above water. And they're actually 5-3, looking a lot better than people thought once Cam Newton got hurt, had all the personal issues, whatever. He got benched. He's not there. Their quarterback now, Kyle Allen. That's not a household name. That's not a guy like Russell Wilson on your team. Christian McCaffrey is phenomenal. He's on pace. I'm going to read you something. He's on pace for 1,762 rushing yards, 726 receiving yards, over 25 total touchdowns combined. That man does it all on the field, does it all for the Panthers. Christian McCaffrey would be completely overlooked if he was not your MVP right now.
Yeah. You know what time it is? It's viral video time. Impress us.
Let's get it. Europe, fries with mayonnaise is cool. Canada, maybe fries with mayonnaise is cool. I'm a big fan.
I like it.
Mayonnaise with a spoon? I'm not sure about that one. Let's take a look. Oh, don't do it. Oh, my goodness. That is a tub of mayo.
Oh, you nasty.
Oh, a spoon? Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, goodness. I rest my case. I'm not a big fan of that.
That's pretty
Maybe
gross.
in Canada it's cool. I'm not sure.
That's not cool.
No offense to Canadians.
My video, we've been doing a lot of football questions so far. I'm going to keep the football theme rolling. I don't really know how else to introduce it, but imagine if you threw a tennis ball into a moving Hummer. This is probably what this play would kind of look like, so check it out.
It's a pretty good introduction.
Boom! He sent that man to another world. He flew out of the frame. Wow, here comes in slow motion. Watch it real slow. He made the mistake of going, Christian and I were talking about it earlier. Football is a leverage sport. Low man wins, and That man was higher than everybody on the field. Highest in the room were to Travis Scott. He was up there.
It is time to crown our champion. Let me hear it if your favorite was Christian.
Yeah.
Hey.
Alrighty. Now let me hear it if your favorite was Spencer. On
you
this
do.
one.
You do.
He did. He took it. Well, don't go anywhere when we go back. Things might get a little dicey in this week's challenge. Welcome back. This week's challenge, we are stacking dice, and I mean that literally. So we are in partners here. One partner will have a popsicle stick in their mouth, and the other will be stacking dice on top of it. You each will get about 30 seconds or so to stack as many as you can. That way you can win. Are we ready?
Ready.
Good set? Let's go. Okay. Brady and Tevis have 2. It's 2-2 tie. All right. We're taking some extras here. Brady is getting up to 4. We got 4 on each side. Christian got a little handful. They're going. The towers are looking a bit wobbly. We got fell to nothing. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Our analyst took the win on that one. That's all the time we have tonight. Make sure to be following us on Facebook and on Twitter. We'll see you same place, same time, right here next week. Good night.